Well, hello YouTube. In this tutorial, we're gonna talk about three very simple but crucial things: variables, data types, and format specifiers. When we are putting stuff inside a PC somewhere for some kind of operation, we are physically putting data in containers somewhere in the memory. Now, those containers do have physical address somewhere in the memory, but we don't want to remember those long, weird hardware addresses. We need names for those containers. So we need to use variables, names for containers where data reside, because it's actually easier for us, for humans, to use names and not weird long numbers. So let's create one number here. First it will be blank. So int first number. This left is a data type for small whole number. We must have it in a C and C++ on the left side, because we are working with middle level programming languages. So when you're doing that with middle level programming languages, we must be precise. In Python, in higher level languages, you don't care about data types, you just use them. But here we must do that. Okay, so this is Blanco situation where compiler will when you run your program, will pick up garbage that is already there in that container, or if your compiler is strict, it will put 0 into that container when you're using it. So I switched from debug to release to evade some kind of errors down there while compiling, so there will be no problems here. Okay, so let's use something that is in this container with this name, like first number. How? Well, we're going to say print f. This is a function from this header file, and on the left side we're going to have custom kind of report like value in first number container variable, and we're going to concatenate that with first number as a name for container, as a variable. Okay, so this is custom report, and this is comma, this is concatenation of left and right side of custom report and actual value, and because this is individual extraction, we're going to use semicolon here. So when we run this, we're going to have actual problem. Why do we have problem when we have like a default container and everything is fine with this line? Why do we have value which is on left side as a custom report, but we don't see actual number? Because in C we must use format specifier, which is placeholder that will like grab stuff from here and present it. What is placeholder? How that thing look like? Well, like this, percent symbol and D, because we are working with numbers, okay, and not characters. So yes, these things are different. Like here we have int and here we have %d. Why? When we talk about number, because this is creation of variable, of container, and this is usage. So you're gonna use int and float and double and char on the left side when you are creating stuff, and when you are using it down there on individual real lines, you're going to use different format specifiers. I know it sounds a lot of to remember, but remember, C and C++ are like a middle level programming languages. So you must be like precise in the source code. Remember, this is not PHP, this is not Java, this is not Python. This is C and C++, C in this case, in this playlist. And now we're going to have actual result on the screen. So let's test that, and there you go. Value is 0 because compiler is forcing some kind of like protection. If we are not using release here, we are using debug, we're gonna run into some kind of problem. I don't know exactly what is it. There is a permission denied here, but we don't have like a garbage value here when we set just container as empty. So when we set to release, then compiler is filling it with zeros. Okay, so it's like a form of protection, let's say. I don't want to go into details here, but just remember that when you switch to release, you're gonna have that level of, let's say, protection. So 0 is default. Now, can we assign here like real value? Sure. And it is advised to assign real value, like 1, 2, 3, let's say, number, and then down there 0 will be gone, and you're gonna have real 1, 2, 3 as a result. There you go, 1, 2, 3. Okay, what about other variables, other containers? Can you create them? Yes, two ways, one after another down there, or you can have them on one line. So for example, you can have first number and second number and, let's say, third number on the same line, and now when we are using those things down there, we're gonna have two things to solve. First, we need to change these corresponding names. Third, okay, and now we will get 0, 0, 0 because we have switched to release here to evade those red arrows down there. So why do we have concatenation? Because we are not using /n. Don't type like a /n here, it will not work. Let me test that. See, same problem. Use it right here in a custom report, okay? Not on the right side, use it left from the comma. So a little bit of space /n, and also here /n, and down there you don't need, but why not, /n. And now we're gonna have those vertical difference. There you go, 0, 0, 0, because we don't have real stuff here. We're just creating like a blanco containers. So that's one thing. Another thing is we can have them one after another, like down there, but then we need to state int, int, int. Okay, so let's do that. I'm gonna push these things down there, and on the left side we must have int as a data type, int, 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 and here we must have semicolons at the end, because now these things are individual instructions, just as we have here. And now again we're gonna have 0, 0, 0, but we can add real value here, like 1, 2, 3, and I don't know, like 555 or 5000. Okay, there you go. So two options, it's up to you. Do you want to leave it like a blank that will be populated with 0 if you're using release option here, or you can set real values. So this is just the case when we are working with very simple whole numbers. What if we need precise number? Then we will use multiple data types. You don't need to memorize them, just know that they do exist. One of those is a float, that is precise number, like I'm gonna say, did I type that correctly? Is a precise number, and value will be like 523 dot blah blah blah, something like that, or 897. Okay, so this is like precise number with a part of it. Okay, so let's print it down there. To save a little bit of time, I'm gonna copy this line, paste it down there. Value custom report will remain. Variable, of course, it's dedicated in this case, and we cannot use d anymore here because this is dedicated for integers, for whole numbers. When we are working with floats that are precise, we need to use f here. Okay, for simplicity reasons we will just use f. There is a double, and then you can use you must use some other format specifiers, but for simplicity reasons let's just leave the source code simple. And now we will get this precise number when we are printing it. Let me check. .f, precise number. Cool, let's roll. There you go. 5, 2, 3, and so on. 896, yes, it's a little bit lower, but it's precise. Okay. Now What about individual characters? It's very simple. We will use char as a data type, a little bit of space and some char, some character. Now we must use single quotes, okay, on the left and the right side, because otherwise we're gonna land into some issues. Okay, single quotes when we are dealing with individual characters. Let's print those thingies down there. Okay, value format specifier will be C because of char. We are not dealing with numbers here. We are dealing with chars. So C as a format specifier. And I'm gonna copy this right here. Okay, I think it's enough. Let me compile this. There you go. A. What will happen if you don't have these quotes? Error. See, problem. A undeclared. First use in this function. So basically that means use single quotes. If you use double quotes, that will not be appropriate. Then you will get different values. That's not good. So let's return to a normal operation. Single quotes. Let me test that one more time. And everything is fine. Bottom line in this tutorial is, because this is C and C++, C in this case, we must be very precise about data types. So for simple small numbers, whole numbers, use int. For precise numbers, use float. For more precise numbers, use double. For characters, use char. As a data type on the left side, when you are creating those containers, those variables where data will reside. Down there, when you are actually using those things, because this is not Python, we must use format specifiers. And in C, format specifiers comes with a percent symbol on the left side, and on the right side we have D or F or LF or C for characters and so on. So your custom report, on the left side in custom report, you're gonna have some string and format specifiers and then comma and then actual variable. So this is like a motor, like it will shoot value from first number, go, and it will hit this in actual result. And of course do have a little bit of space and couple of these ends to go in the next line, because otherwise the things will be polluted. How to say this in English? Polluted. Right. Now maybe this looks complicated, but don't worry. Just test everything with integers, and then when you are fine with that, then do a research on Wikipedia and generally on internet about floats and chars and double and different data types. But don't force yourself to do that, because over time it will you will arrive to that place anyway. Don't force yourself, because you need to love this thing and not to hate it because of details. Okay, so in the next tutorial we are going to talk about, let me see, about comments and constants. Very simple stuff, very easy stuff, because maybe this was hard. I don't think so, but maybe. So next one will be easy. Very simple stuff. So thank you for watching, thank you for support and subscription, and see you next one. Ciao.